Hey, peace. What's happening, everyone? On our deal with.
Like the rushing of a mighty wind. Like the rushing of a mighty wind.
Okay, so one by one, give us the main things. Start with one thing. What's one of the main things you have an issue with Turk Nasheed?
Well, to me, like I said, I said this to you a couple of years ago. I was like wondering why we have to switch from ADOS to FBA, because every time that anytime a new movement comes in, regardless of whether it's pure in heart,
it's not a movement. The words got to get. See, when you're talking to people, you got to get the words right, or then the convo can't go any further. It's not a movement, my guy. It's not a movement.
Okay, so the reparations is the movement.
No,
right.
It's not a movement. It's a reality. Okay, it's a reality. So so if you get into a car accident and you're suing or hurt at the job or hurt by the city and you go to sue, that's not a movement. You're suing. It's not a movement. You're just suing.
Okay.
When Cassie sued R. Kelly or whoever, not R. Kelly, Diddy, that was not a movement. That's a class action lawsuit. Bill Cosby, that's not a movement.
Okay, so FBA is not a movement. FBA is a lawsuit, a class action lawsuit, which is being brought by the lineage. FBA is not a movement. It's a lineage lawsuit against the American government. Okay, I think I got it. So let's continue.
Okay, but continue.
Well, it's not okay. Let me use religion as an example. Like I always do.
It's not going to work. So just because that's a religion, it's a belief system.
Well,
so
I'm just saying.
It's gonna. No, I can't, because it's going to be a false equivalence. That's a belief system. FBA, ADOS is a reality. That's saying we're no longer going to accept being called African American. You're going to call us because African American has been watered down, been diluted. We want to be, when you call us something, we want that to be unique and specific and unattached to recent immigrants.
Okay, so FBA is about not wanting to be called African American. But he just said it was a lawsuit. So it's a lawsuit to not be called African American? Or is it a lawsuit for reparations? I thought they had a lawsuit for reparations. Okay, so it's a lawsuit for reparations. And then is it a movement to not be called African? It's a delineation. Okay, so it's a delineation. It's a delineation to not be called African Americans, and it's a lawsuit for reparations. I'm hoping I'm getting this right. I hope I'm getting this right.
Okay, so ADOS, FBA. So when you say Tariq Nasheed said call us FBA over ADOS, really you can call yourself whatever you want. You don't have to call yourself FBA. If you call yourself ADOS, we still get it. FBA still get what you're trying to do. Okay. So don't make that the argument point. Nobody argues ADOS FBA. Nobody argues that. We argue FBA or African American. That's the argument. Okay. So with that being said, what do you disagree with? Because it's not ADOS or FBA. That's not the disagreement.
Well, like I said, to me, it's when you already had a movement. Like,
okay, so look, let's move on. Okay, let's move on.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
No, I can't, because you're still saying the word movement and you're still saying we already have. Okay, bro, you're being okay. I'm sitting here telling you it's not a movement, and I'm giving reasons why. And your first three words is movement. So I'm saying, okay, we're
said
talking
when you have a movement.
Okay, but why are you talking about movements with us? We don't have a movement. You're speaking about Tariq Nasheed, and you keep saying movement. There is no movement.
How is there no movement but you're trying to delineate. Aren't you a delineation movement? Didn't he just say they're trying to not be called African American anymore? Because that's diluted. Anybody can be African American, so they want to not be called African American and be called FBA or ADOS. Isn't that what he just said? Isn't that a movement? Like, why isn't that a movement?
Or if you want to say movement, the movement would be delineation.
Okay, there you go. He finally says it. The FBA movement is delineation. That's their movement. Reparations is a lawsuit. Reparations is not their movement, according to him. Delineation is their movement. And that's really, in my view, that their movement is more important to them than their lawsuit. Their movement is more important than their lawsuit. Because their movement is what they're about.
That's the movement. Okay. Now, if you want to say movement, delineation is the movement, but not renaming yourself. That's not a fucking movement. That's a reality. That's a fact.
The FBA movement is delineation. FBA is a delineation movement. First and foremost, they are a delineation movement. ADOS may be a reparations movement, but according to Unbiased Moron, reparations is not a movement. It's something that's owed to you, or it's a lawsuit. So that's not a movement. But in my view, ADOS is a reparations movement. FBA is a delineation movement. FBA supports the reparations that ADOS fights for, and ADOS supports the delineation that FBA fights for. But I think they can be seen as different movements or two sides of the same coin, really.
Oh, yeah, I always say that, I've always said since I met you, if Africa and America are names of colonizers, why call yourself either?
Right. So that's why we're moving past that. And
I've been saying that.
Right. But we move past that, and we're talking about ethnonyms now. We're talking about labels that we should call ourselves that's not African American. Okay, so
that's gonna get us closer to reparations. Yes, I agree. I agree.
Okay, but regardless of reparations, right? Reparations can go to hell, right? They could say, "Man, F y'all, we're not getting reparations." Guess what? We're still delineating. So I don't want people to tie delineation to reparations. Reparations is something separate, and it's good to have. It's good to argue for, but if we never get it, we're still delineating. We're still FBA, regardless of. I don't want folks to act like if reparations flop, FBA flop. No, we're still FBA. So I want you to be more specific without saying the word movement, because there's no movement. I'm gonna disagree right away. We're all gonna disagree. So just without saying movement, because there's no movement.
So right after saying it's a delineation movement, he goes on to say there is no movement. Like, he's all over the place. You're all over the place, my guy. You're all over the place. You just stated it plain and clear. Regardless of reparations, whether you get reparations or not makes no difference as to what FBA is about. FBA is a delineation movement, and it is a movement. Reparations is like an add-on. They'll take that reparations if they get it, and they'll fight for it. They'll support whomever is calling for it. But reparations is the least of their concerns. The most of their concerns is delineation, because delineation provides them with more tangibles than reparations. Delineation is about non-FBA people getting their food stamps, their affirmative action, all of their government entitlements. That's what delineation is about, making sure that they are not counted among those people, because those people always claim what's rightfully theirs. So their main goal is to delineate, because they do not want immigrants and black immigrants, any immigrants, but especially black immigrants, because if they get easily mixed up or mixed in with black immigrants. So they want to delineate from black immigrants, because black immigrants take too much of their entitlements from them, and their entitlements is what this is about. They are delineating for the sake of their entitlements, and that's what their tangibles are. Their tangibles, that's what they are. Reparations is not a tangible. It has never been. Their tangibles are their entitlements. So that's what FBA is. FBA is a delineation movement, and they're delineating to protect their entitlements. And I think that pretty much says everything we need to know. And since it does, I guess this is a good place to end this video and say thank you for stopping in. Hope you liked the video. But even if you didn't like the video, don't forget to like the video. Hit that like button. There's a subscribe button as well. And ring that notification bell. You're done, Noah. We're going to catch you on the next one. Peace.
I want you to listen very, very carefully.
It's all about life in the street. People are suffer, try survive in the heat. Bad mind them up to one hygiene a tweet. That's why enough of them rifle a beat. Everybody want big ups and want to drive in a Jeep. Every day I'm at the ball when she buy in a read. Not even 5 bills we can't find for the week. Me no see no changes, the same cycle repeat. Give thanks cause life it's a sweet. But keep an eye open every time you go sleep. Cause mankind jealous and them idle go live. Them never yet plant and not try figure it. Bigger heads where you fight for the seed. Now care about the future nor the child where you creep. Them a pray the fat Kyle we submit. The system will slide where you fit.
Inna the streets where we born and grow. Only Jah know and nobody know.
When we talk about ghetto life, talk about ghetto life, ghetto life.
Everybody a priest say them want it though. That's why them a speed and they pan the go.
Cause this a real ghetto life, ghetto life. This a real ghetto life, ghetto life. Yeah. Everybody just a pre-success. When me looking at the street, you me see enough stress. Them all a fight for who reach up next. Everybody want floss and a beat up chest. Juvenile in a them teen love sex. Them a breed the fast money, them no need subjects. And if you're unfortunate, please don't vex. I saw the things said cause the streets don't rest.
Inna the streets where we born and grow. Only Jah know and nobody know.
When we talk about ghetto life, talk about ghetto life, ghetto life.
Everybody a priest say them want it though. That's why them a speed and they pan the go.
Cause this a real ghetto life, ghetto life. This a real ghetto life, ghetto life. Yeah. It's all about life in the street. People are suffer, try survive in the heat. Bad mind them up to one hygiene a tweet. That's why enough of them rifle a beat. Everybody want big ups and want to drive in a Jeep. Every day I'm at the ball when she buy in a read. Not even 5 bills we can't find for the week. Me no see no changes, the same cycle repeat. Give thanks cause life it's a sweet. But keep an eye open every time you go sleep. Cause mankind jealous and them idle go live. Them never yet plant and not try figure it. Bigger heads where you fight for the seed. Now care about the future nor the child where you creep. Them a pray the fat Kyle we submit. The system will slide where you fit.
Inna the streets where we born and grow. Only Jah know and nobody know.
When we talk about ghetto life, talk about ghetto life, ghetto life.
Everybody a priest say them want it though. That's why them a speed and they pan the go.
Cause this a real ghetto life, ghetto life. This a real ghetto life, ghetto life. Yeah.